Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you love scary stories, then make sure to subscribe, because today I'm going to be reading from a book called 100 Scary Stories from the Masters of Horror, and I'll be sharing with you the story called I Spent a Night in Dracula's Castle and Barely Escaped Alive. Let's jump right into this spooky tale. They say Dracula is just a myth, a bedtime story. But after what happened to me, I'm not so sure anymore. My name is Ryan. I've always been obsessed with horror. The darker, the better. So when I got the chance to travel to Romania last summer, I made one bold decision. I would spend a night inside the one place everyone fears, Dracula's castle. Locals warned me. Over and over, "Don't go there," they said. "It's cursed." But I thought they were just being dramatic. I thought they were clinging to old stories. I was wrong. The castle stood high on a rocky hill, surrounded by thick forest and even thicker fog. As I climbed the path to the front gate, the wind howled through the trees like distant screams. Every step I took felt heavier than the last. Something about that place didn't want me there. When I pushed open the giant wooden doors, the first thing I noticed was the silence. Not peaceful silence, but the kind that presses against your ears. No birds, no wind, just silence. Inside, the castle was cold, even though it was summer. The walls were covered in dark red tapestries. The paintings seemed to watch me, and the air smelled old, like rot, like something that had been dead for centuries. I wandered through the empty halls, flashlight in hand, until I reached the grand dining hall. And that's when I saw him. He was already sitting at the head of the long table. Tall, pale, dressed in a black coat. He didn't blink, he didn't even move, just stared. I froze. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Then he smiled, slowly, like he'd been waiting for me. "Welcome," he said. His voice was smooth, deep, and calm. "I've been expecting you." I tried to speak but couldn't. My mouth was dry and my legs felt like they were sinking into the floor. I managed to whisper, Who are you?" "You already know," he answered. I wanted to run, but I couldn't. My body refused to move. He stood up and walked toward me, slowly, like a predator. He didn't blink, didn't break eye contact. Then he asked, "Do you believe in fate, Ryan?" I didn't answer. He leaned in closer and I could feel the cold coming off him. Then he said something that made my blood turn to ice. "Your mother misses you." I blinked. "My mother? She died 5 years ago." He smiled again. "I know. She told me." I turned and ran. I don't even remember moving. I just know I was suddenly in the hallway, slamming the door behind me. But the hallway had changed. It wasn't the same one I came through. It was longer, darker. The paintings were different. They were twisted. People screaming, burning, bleeding. I kept running, turning corner after corner, but the castle was shifting, rearranging itself. No matter where I went, I ended up back in that same hallway, over and over. Then I saw the mirror. It was tall, cracked, and old, but it showed something strange. In the reflection, I wasn't alone. Behind me was him, smiling, his hands on my shoulders. I turned, but no one was there. Then I started hearing voices, dozens of them, some whispering my name, some crying, some laughing. One voice said, "Help me." Another said, "Don't look behind you." Over and over. I saw people I knew, friends, my old teacher, even my childhood dog. All of them. Wrong. Their eyes black, their mouths stretched too wide, like they were puppets, pulled from my memories and twisted into something else. The walls started to bleed. The ceiling cracked open above me, revealing black nothingness. Then, footsteps. Behind me. Getting closer. I ran again, through a door and into what looked like a library. Candles lit themselves. Books flew off the shelves. One landed open in front of me, and on the page was my name, repeated hundreds of times. Then I heard him again, closer this time. "Why are you running, Ryan?" he asked. "This is your home now." I screamed. Loud, but no sound came out. Everything went black. I woke up at dawn, outside the castle gate, lying in the grass. No backpack, no phone. Just a cold wind and silence. At first, I thought maybe it was a nightmare, but when I got back to my hotel, I went to the mirror and saw something on my neck. 2 small puncture marks. Since that night, I haven't been able to sleep for more than an hour. Every time I close my eyes, I see that hallway. I hear his voice, and I feel him, watching. If you think Dracula is just a story, think again. He's real. He's waiting. And once you step inside his castle, you never truly leave. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this scary story today. If you enjoyed this chilling tale, then please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Also, let us know in the comments below if you think Dracula is real, or if you think these stories are all just a fun, scary myth. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you haven't done so already, then make sure to click the subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.